What's up, YouTube? We are back. Team Diamonds. Let's talk about Team Diamonds. How to prepare, what I've done to prepare, what we expected, what kind of happened last year, and so on. All right, we've talked about Team Diamonds for so long. Do we know they're coming? Maybe, maybe not. I don't remember if Mutt Leaks had any animation for Team Diamonds. However, last year at this time, Team Diamonds would be coming next week, right? Next week, or actually it was the week after that. It was just after Most Feared. It was just after the new season. And guess what, guys? Next week is our new season. And I just have a strange feeling that our cycle is going to be Mondays, AKA Wednesday's Team of the Week, Thursday random, Saturday is Legends. Which means Thursdays are going to be the random ones. I can see Team Diamonds being the random one next week because after that we have Most Feared, and that's usually a 3-week promo. I expect that to start on October 12th. So what I got up right here is the Minnesota Vikings. Last year, we needed every card, essentially. We didn't need, we're going to go back a little bit into the past here. We didn't need the highest 88s, the core elites last year. This year, the core elites went down to 86s. So, will we need Justin Jefferson? I don't know, but I'm assuming yes, because of what happened last year. And so we'll go more into that. We didn't need any of the Gridiron Guardians last week. It happened. There was a 2-week promo just before Team Diamonds last year. We needed all of Team Affinity. We needed all of the smaller ones, not the biggest version, not the champs or whatever you want to call them, but the next version down, like the 85s this year. So we would need all of those, and then we needed everything else all the way down. Including we needed all the small promo stuff all the way down. See, I don't have Ryan Wright. I do have Ryan Wright. It's just the coin version. We went all the way down to 76s last year, but we also needed a bunch of wild cards. So I went ahead and compiled all of our wild cards that we needed last year, last year, like I said. And every single set needed a wild card 88, 8, or 89. Every single set, which means I could see that being 86/87 this year. Every team needing an 86/87. Last year, so all teams needed that. 32. We needed 32 extra 88, 89s. Most teams needed an extra 86. In fact, we needed 38 extra 86s last year. That's equivalent to 84s this year. That's equivalent to 84. So I could see them being 84/85 or just 85s. I could see something like that. The next one we needed was 84s last year. We needed 35 extra 84s. That is, we're talking a lot of extra wild cards, that is what they call it. But we needed a bunch of those extra cards on top of all the other cards. We needed also 41 extra 82s last year, which I could see being 80/81s this year. We needed 43 extra 80s last year. So I could actually see those kind of staying as 80s. But we needed 43 extra 80s. We also needed 20 extra 78s. And we needed 8 extra 76s. So not only did you need all the cards in your set, you also needed the random wild cards. So we're talking a little bit of cards. I mean, you can see I've got all the way down. This is the Vikings. It's kind of a bad example. Like I said, we're in the catalog right here. Let's go to the Bills, and let's take a look at the Bills. Let's take a look at the Bills. You can see I have most of the cards. I just don't have Josh Allen. Will I pick up Josh Allen? Yes, I will eventually. But you can see I have most of the cards. I am right now on the sniping of 84/85. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to buy them all for under training. And then whatever duplicates I have, I'm just reselling, which is why you saw the tweet yesterday of me getting an 84 Kyle Duggar for like 25K. Would have been a great flip, but I ended up keeping them, so pretty good. But you can see I have pretty much all the other cards. It's kind of the same thing with every set. I mean, honestly, I finished all of the team builders. I've got every single team builder now. Let's check. Let's go ahead and check the Packers. If I could quick sell every one of these cards, I definitely would. You can see I don't have that, but I do have all of this other stuff. I don't have Christian Watson. I don't have, but those are 84 85s. Again, we're working in the process of sniping 84 85s. I don't have Josh Myers. This is one good thing about the catalog. It does take forever to do anything, but it is one good thing about the catalog. There was no Josh Myers up, but that's kind of how I'm picking up some of my other cards now. There's a John Runyon there, 76. Now, normally I would be on the gold filter trying to snipe all these cards for pretty cheap. 3,800 is definitely not. I'm not paying that. Not right now. If I knew Team Builders was for sure coming out next week, I would be all over buying a lot of these cards because most of these cards will go up. Steelers, what do you say? I have 109 Steelers. I should have actually been selling Steelers, quite frankly. You can see I don't have, let's see. I need Bradshaw. Obviously, I need the 86s. And Cameron Hayward, Franco Harris. 84s. Again, I don't have a lot of the 84, 85s yet, just because, I just started. Sniping them. But I do like the catalog for this purpose. Now, a question that I get all the time is, how much coins do I need to invest into all this stuff? You can see all the cards I have in every set, right? It's going to take a lot. And typically, this set is expensive. However, every card usually sells for about, between 300 to 500K right off rip, which means you're going to get a lot of coins back. You're hoping every set basically can break even, and then the champion or the final Team Diamond Master is the one that you sell for, typically profit. There is a lot of 79 of these guys that are, you'll see here, right? No guaranteed sources for the item. I don't know. I can't remember where those cards came from, but so each set, I'm just hoping to break even on each set. That's my goal. And then at the end, hopefully I sell the card, the Team Master, for 7 to 8 million, and there's my profit. That's kind of my hope. By buying everything at value, like some of these cards right here, like not necessarily this card, but this card right here. The ultimate kickoff cards, they're going to skyrocket in price. The headliner cards are also going to go up in price. These 79 Campus Hero cards, they're going to go up in price. There's a lot of cards right now that are super expensive. I'll kind of show you here quickly. When you go to the program and you go to, let's say, Team of the Week, these cards are expensive, man. Like, we're not going to need the 88s. But we are going to need the 85s. So I've been trying to build the 85s for cheaper. It is expensive. So I have, for example, if we go to my sets here, I have a bunch, as I'm sniping, I'm looking for certain cards, certain cards that are a little bit cheaper and so on and so forth. So we're going to look here. I won't complete the set because I just don't have enough, but I'll just kind of give you an idea. I go search by item name, and you can see that I have a few duplicates, right? I have a couple Stephen Gilmore's. I have 4 Bryce Halls. I do have one extra Tyler. However, one's a B&D, and you can't use B&Ds for sets. So I'm kind of hamstrung with that one. But I only have 6. I need 8. So I can't really do the set yet, but that's kind of how I've been building the set, is when I'm doing the 80-81 filter, if I get any of those for 10K, that's what I'm looking for, is 10K for that 81. And then I'll put them into these sets, and I'll make some of the 85s. And that's kind of what I've been doing with those, because I do have a few 85s. I believe I do have Will Greer. I do believe I have this guy too. And that's kind of how I've been building my sets. Hopefully you guys are doing the same thing too. But guys, if you don't have, the thing about it is, if you're not going to go fully, if you're not going to complete the master, don't do it. Don't finish. Don't even try to go into Team Diamonds. If you want to make a little bit of coin, you can invest, but only invest in cards that are at training value. Do not overpay for cards. It doesn't make any sense. So I'll give you an idea of something to definitely look at. I've already said Ultimate Kickoff, 83s, 85s, Ultimate Kickoff cards. Because if it's anything like last year and we need a bunch of wild cards, cards tend to go up. Now also keep in mind, there is a ton of people doing this. There's a ton of people right now investing. The other thing to keep in mind is, if they do the set differently. You can see I have all the 85s too now. I have all the 85s done. I made them by sniping 83s. But I have all the 85s done. Now, there was a tweet this morning from a guy named Buffalo K. A guy that I think has inside information. I actually don't have Ben Powers yet. But and it's not. I'm not 100% sure. He's a smart guy. He definitely knows what he's doing as far as making coin. But he made a tweet saying, "I feel like this is going to be the year that Team Diamonds is going to be way different." Now, for me, I hope that's not the same, because honestly, if it is different, I think they need to get rid of just all the wild cards, and it should be just the cards, just the cards that are needed for the team. Like, for example, we'll go to the Vikings here, and I believe I should need every Viking except for Danielle Hunter. I believe I should need the 88 Vikings, if there's any 88 Vikings, which there's not. But I should need every card. I should literally need every card. And maybe not the 75 on down, but I should need every card, and I shouldn't need wild cards. A Team Diamond Viking should not require an extra 87 or 88. I believe it should require everything but the limiteds. Does that make sense? Like it should like the Cardinals. We have to reset this every time, which sucks, but like the Cardinals right here. Actually, that's a bad example because I don't see him in there. Isaiah Simmons, is he a Giant now, maybe? Let's take a look at the Giants. Isaiah Simmons, since he is not a limited, I somewhat believe that he should be part of it. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe everybody's wrong. Maybe it should be just 87s and below, because right now those cards. But could you imagine? I mean, look at this card. Look at the Giants right here. If it was just 87 and below, working at like 300K right there, 400, 550, 650, 720. And it goes on and on. I mean, we're talking. It's kind of depressing actually looking at all this, knowing that I own almost all these cards. Oh my goodness, I might have 30 million in my binder right now. That's kind of depressing, I'll be honest. Yeah. So you gotta be prepared. Just if you're gonna prepare. If you're not, I mean, you gotta have a massive amount of coins to do this. And honestly, if you're not gonna go for the master, don't do it. It doesn't make sense. But that's it. That's it for me. You can see I do have extra cards. I'm starting to collect extras. When the market was tanked a little bit, I did go ahead and grab some extra cards. You see, I didn't sell Seau or Hester, even though I pulled those three yesterday. I didn't sell any of those cards. You can see I didn't sell any of my 86 Walter Paytons. Should I have? Yeah, of course. They're expensive. You see, I have one of every other card basically, and I just kind of keep them in there. I still need to get Ben Powers. I have cards written down that I need. Ben Powers is definitely one of them. I also need 4 more Headliner 84s. But I also have to go through my headliners and see what's B&D and what's not B&D. You can see right there I got all the team builders. I made those all one day. But I have a lot of coins in my binder, I see. So, but guys, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Team Diamonds hopefully coming soon.